So how did I find my YouTube niche for my videos on YouTube? Well, it wasn't an overnight thing, and I probably have recently created or found my niche on YouTube. For years, I really didn't know what I wanted my channel to really be about. It was more or less because of the industry that I was in. I was making content around that. So if I go way back, when I first started, I wasn't even concerned with niches and subscribers and all analytics and thumbnails and all. I wasn't concerned about any of that. I was just using YouTube in the beginning years ago, well over a decade ago, just to get sales for a service that I was selling online. So I would make testimonial videos about the company, the opportunity, the service, et cetera, et cetera. And I would post them on YouTube. And there was an audience of people that were very interested in that. And so we were able to get a lot of leads and sales just by me creating YouTube videos. But I wasn't concerned about building the channel and having a niche for this. And I was just in it just to make money at that time. And I was using it as a tool, like so many people do, use YouTube and other platforms as a tool to build their business. That was my only concern with YouTube at that time. I guess about 4 years later, I think at that time we had maybe about 9,000 subscribers by that time. This is 2016, 2017, something like that. And I started seeing people really making a living just making content on the platform. I didn't really know about, Google AdSense and all that stuff before, where you can make money just by creating content. And people were doing very well, even at that time. And I was like, wow, I didn't know I could even do that. And then, of course, we became a member of the partnership program and we started making money from there. And it was interesting. But, from that point, from like 2016, 2017, I've always been like, do I really want to be known for this? Okay. Basically what my channel was about then, making money online, affiliate marketing, sprinkled in some network marketing stuff. And I would make content around all these different offers within that niche. So my channel really became by default that type of YouTube channel. It wasn't intentional. It was not intentional. Until about 2016, 2017 is when I really started thinking about doing something different. So I started thinking differently about just YouTube and, in general. So for years, I kind of still stayed in that niche, if you will. And really up into, with all the ups and downs in that industry as well, but up until I think it was the first part of October of this year, I said, you know what? If we're going to make a change, if we're going to do it, we got to do it. And I really didn't know what I always had ideas of what I wanted to talk about. We all have multiple interests, things that we're passionate about. And me and my wife, we created different channels that we never really kicked off and so on and so forth. But I'll save all that for another video. But I really didn't know even then. This is just October. This is October 2024. I really didn't know exactly until I stumbled upon a particular video from a YouTube channel called Dash. You've heard me talk about this in some of my videos or whatever. And just in a nutshell, I'm not going to go into a lot of it, but just someone that found their passion about just being themselves and discovering that just being themselves on YouTube was allowing them to get massive amounts of views and subscribers and comments of them just sharing their experience, their authentic experience. And it just inspired me. And I was like, you know what? I think, I want to do some different things instead of just always doing presentations and, this, kind of business related type content all the time. And, buy, all that stuff, there's a time and place for all of that, but I was just burnt out, like real talk. Some of you that are in that niche, because we've been working together for years, some of you know what I'm talking about. I'm just burnt out on all of it, like every aspect of it, just completely burnt out on it. And I was like, you know what? I got to make a change. And I didn't know what type of content I really wanted to make. I said, you know what? I'm just going to just talk about just building YouTube. And I wasn't even doing it intentionally to make it a YouTube growth, video creation, how to create video type of channel. I wasn't there. I really wasn't there yet. I was like, hey, let me just talk about what I'm doing, what I'm thinking about, what I'm experiencing right now, where I want to go, and share some things that I've learned over the years on YouTube and being a content creator, being more of a video content creator, because I've always made videos, always. And let me just share some things that I've learned over the years. And so it kind of just turned into that. I said, hey, you know what? I'll just share videos every day, sometimes multiple times a day. In most cases, it was multiple times a day, just on what I've learned. And maybe, just maybe, I might inspire somebody else, and they may be like, hey, I need to start making videos, or hey, I can make my videos like this or whatever. Not really trying to be a guru or anything like that. Just sharing, hey, this is what I've learned over the last decade, making videos on YouTube. And I still got a lot to learn. And I knew that if I made a lot of videos, knowing that I wanted to go into a different direction, if I made a lot of content, it would open up some opportunities for me. It would give me more insight on some things as well. And that's really what we did. And since then, I think it's come into that type of channel now. I think it's more around video content creation, building community, YouTube analytics, and all that stuff. It's kind of morphed into that now. And I think YouTube kind of sees my channel like that. I've kind of made a few changes here and there, and I'm satisfied with that. But I've got other interests in different things. I got some other channels that I'm kind of experimenting with as well. But this is my main one where I really kind of share, my thoughts, things that I'm wanting to do, and how I am going through this journey of YouTube. And again, I've been taking people along this ride, but doing it that way has definitely helped. And I say all that to say this: find whatever you're passionate about and just kind of go. Like in my example, I really didn't know. I knew what kind of content I didn't want to make. So I was like, you know what, let me just be myself. Let me just share some things that I'm working on. So it was pretty much what it was. I was just like, let me just talk about what I'm wanting to do, and we'll see what happens. Like I say all the time, you don't know where your channel's going to evolve to. Don't worry so much about the niche of your channel. Really, realistically, you are the niche. Realistically, it will uncover itself once you start making videos. So once you start making videos consistently, and some would say, well, you got to have your niche down. You got to know exactly what. Yeah, yes, and yes. One thing I've learned. Hey guys, I don't want to get on a soapbox here. Let me explain something. One thing I've learned being in this niche: everything works. What do you mean by that, Steve? Everything works for different channels. And what I mean by that, everybody's channels are different. Okay? So certain methods and strategies and stuff people say in this YouTube video and that YouTube video may work on their channel and even on other people's channels, but it doesn't work on yours for whatever reason. Go figure. There could be some things you're doing wrong, could be some things that you're not doing correctly, or it could just be, it just doesn't work on your channel based off of that audience, based off of that topic and whatever. Make sense? There's so many variables at play. That's one thing I've learned. So many variables. It's so many variables. Some people say, well, hey, I uploaded every day, Steve, and it hurt my channel. I didn't grow at all. And then somebody say, well, hey, I uploaded videos every day on my channel, man. My channel blew up. Like I said, everything. Guys, I've heard it all from both sides. Somebody can say, well, this worked for me. Another person can say, well, that didn't work for me. This worked for me. That didn't work. Same strategy, same method. It's funny. So this is one thing. This is the biggest takeaway out of this video. And this is the biggest takeaway out of my journey over the past 2.5 months, almost 3 months. Experiment. Just experiment. It's all you can really do. It's all you can really do. Everything works. Every Siri over there talking, but everything works. That's one thing I've learned. Everything works to a certain degree. Certain things maybe are old and outdated, maybe don't work anymore, but I think you get the picture of what I'm saying. Just try out whatever. Just experiment, tweak. I've been tweaking and doing some different things as well. So that's just my thoughts on this whole niche thing. I think you got to have an idea of what you want to talk about for sure. But I don't want you to get so caught up on it, though. Just you have something to say. You have something to share. Document that process. That's a great place to start. Just, talk to the camera. Just get into the habit of talking to the camera, and it will uncover itself. You'll find what you want to talk about. And that's kind of what happened with me. I didn't know really what I wanted this particular channel to be about. Now I'm pretty clear now on what I want this channel to be now. Mostly around video, because I'm passionate about videos and I'm passionate about, growth on YouTube and a lot of other things. I mean, you'll see some videos about some different things from time to time. So, I mean, I'm passionate about different things. And then I've got other channels that I'm going to create next year that will be more specific around a different, type of niche, if you will. But for the most part, I didn't really worry in the beginning. I didn't worry about it. When I had that moment back in October, I didn't really worry about it. All I did know is the type of content I did not want to make. If that makes sense. I was clear on that. I don't want to make this kind of content no more. I don't want to make this. Nope. I'm not making that kind anymore. Okay. I want to make anything else but that. Let's talk about that. And it just kind of happened. It just kind of happened. And who knows where it may go from here? Who knows? I'm just along for the ride. I bought my ticket. I'm on the ride. I'm on the train. Okay. I got my ticket. I'm on the train, and where the destination is, I don't know. I'm just enjoying the scenery. Right. So, and that's kind of how you got to look at it. So that's how I really found my niche. I hate to say, how'd you pick your niche, or, that's how I found it. And the best thing for you to do is to really just find talk about what makes you happy, talk about what excites you, and just kind of just start there. And if you're like, well, I don't know, well, I like this and I like that, and I like this and I like that, I get it. But share that. Talk about it on YouTube. Say, hey, I'm starting this YouTube channel, getting ready for the new year, and I'm wondering what I want to talk about. I love this. I love movies. And we just got through seeing a movie about this, that, and the other thing. And did you know that such and such almost didn't get that role, blah, 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 blah. And then the next video can be something totally different. Eventually you'll find what really works for you, and your audience will let you know too. And so the main thing is talking about something, or making a niche around something that you like to talk about. And if it's something that you like to talk about, you can, and there's a lot of lanes within your niche, and then you can kind of even deviate. I'm a firm believer, if you want to just test new things and have a little versatility in it, I mean, I'm open to that. I'm okay with it. And because I'm just a big advocate for just experimenting with your channel, and don't get hung up on the niche. You'll find it by doing. I found my niche by just doing it. Does that make sense? I found it. I found what I wanted to talk about just by doing it. Even in the beginning, I didn't know what my channel, I wasn't even concerned with niches and subscribers and all that. Like I said before, I know I had a business. I needed more leads and sales. Hey, you know what? I'm going to use YouTube for that. I wasn't concerned about anything else. Right. And then when I had that moment a few months back, even before that, I knew what I wanted to do back in 2016. I knew I wanted to do something different. I didn't really want to be known for that, but I had no idea where to begin. So I just kind of stayed with what I was comfortable with. I just stayed with what I was used to. So I just stayed with that kind of content from 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, in 22, 23, all the way up until October of 2024. And I said, you know what? I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm finna change it. Because I'm tired of talking about this stuff. And it's not growing the channel. I've been doing this for a long time and it's not growing the channel. You know, it's not growing fast enough. And even though I wasn't consistent, so I don't want to paint the picture, man, you've been doing YouTube off and on. I've been doing YouTube off and on for years. Okay. This is really the first time where I'm really intentionally focused on building the channel. These past 2.5 months or so, I've been focused on building the channel, building community around YouTube, around video creation. It's all been intentional. This is the first time ever. And it made an impact, right? It hasn't blown up, but we made some moves. We've got some positive results from what we've been doing, for sure. Is it like, are we making millions, are we making millions of dollars or getting millions of views per month? Not yet. It's coming. I just don't know when. So since I don't know when, all I know to make that happen, I just got to keep creating content. And that's what you're going to have to do as well. So that's all I got in this video, guys. Hopefully this was helpful in terms of finding your niche, whatever that may be, whatever you want to talk about. Don't get caught up on it. If your whole hang up of creating content is that you just got to find it. Well, when I find my niche, Steve, I'm going to be ready. Just start right now. Because you really don't know really what it's going to be. It could be what you're thinking about, but it could be something totally different. You really just don't know. But what makes a really interesting video is for you to share that process with people. That's interesting. I'll watch that video for you kind of trying to figure out what you want your YouTube channel to be about. I'll watch that video. It's interesting, right? Because it could help me maybe find what my niche is, right? So that's why I wanted to share this video. So main thing, more of the story, just get started. Share what you're passionate about. You know what you're excited about. You know what you could talk about. Just talk about whatever, right? If you got, Steve, I'm interested in this and I'm interested in that and I'm trying to battle which one. Hey, just pick one and just do it. And if you don't like it, do the other one in the next video. Keep in mind, you can always make other videos. So the first video, most people are not going to see anyway, right? Most people, I did a post a couple of days ago. I think I said, most people are not going to remember your awkward first video. They're going to remember your transformation, though. They're going to remember that. They're not going to remember your first video. You know why? Because most people don't even remember my first video until I bring it up. They don't even remember my first video. Nobody remembers that until I bring it up. Oh, let me go check. And they're going to make YouTube scroll all the way down. Oh, there it is right there, But wow, that's a big difference from the videos you're making now. Yeah. But nobody knows that video, right? They maybe knew it then as it grew, but this is, a decade. That was over a decade ago now. Make sense? So nobody's going to even remember your first awkward video. You just need to hit record and then inspire others to do the same because your transformation is what's going to inspire them. So just start, guys. That's the main thing. Just start. So that's all I got in this video, guys. Hope you got some value. If you liked it, do me a favor, comment below. Love to hear your thoughts about your niche. Have you found your niche yet? What struggles are you having with finding your niche? And was this helpful any? Did you get any value from it and some clarification? I didn't really struggle with it. I just kind of just acted on what I needed to do and it uncovered itself. So that's how it worked for me. May not work for you the same, but hey, that's how it worked for me. But I think it can if you just put the work in now and just let it happen organically. So comment below. Love to hear your thoughts about that. And be sure to like this video, comment, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.